an engineering student. I studied mechatronics engineering and currently on my final year. Over these years, I've never once regretted studying engineering because engineering is such a cool course, you know, and it has always been such a childhood dream of mine. But along the years, I noticed a lot of people, especially those outside of the engineering course, they tend to have this certain stereotypical perception towards us engineering students. Let me just prove my point here. Give me one word that you would use to describe a stereotypical engineering student.
Nerd.
There we go. First word. We are stereotyped as nerds. But here's the thing. I don't necessarily 100% disagree to that. But it is such an unattractive word.
Yes.
I don't think a lot of people know what we do and what we usually think. And so today, as a proud engineering major, I'm here to stand up for the boys and present to everyone here an interesting guide to why engineering can be interesting, engineering student can be interesting as well. So ladies out here, single ladies out here, here are 5 reasons why you should date an engineering major. First and foremost, I've heard a lot of people saying this and I find this very amusing. Even my girlfriend said that to me as well. You should date an engineering student because he can fix things for you.
Well, dude, can you share a bit about how you met your girlfriend?
Wait.
So sorry, but I will get to that maybe after the speech.
No,
because this is relevant to what I'm going to share. But
you guys want to hear it?
Yes!
You guys want to hear it?
Share it!
I will share using one sentence. I caught her attention because I studied engineering. Anyway, why should you date an engineering student because he fixes things? Well, I don't exactly agree to that because it's such a flattering thing to say. But with that pride that I have when someone said that to me, I agree to that. Because you see, we don't exactly learn how every single thing works. The lecturers don't just come into the lecture. Alright class, today let's learn about air conditioner. I will teach you how to build and fix an air conditioner. No, we don't do that. We don't do that there. But what we do is we learn the theories and the working principles. So with that mindset and the pride that as an engineering student, if you were to present us a broken item, sadly to say, we won't know how to fix it on the spot. But with how we think, we will get there eventually for you. So ladies, isn't it very convenient to have a personal handyman to fix anything that you want? Now, second point. A lot of people say engineering students lack in style. You know, I agree to that because my friends and I, we have this joke, right? If you see a random person just walking, you know, dressed very simply, not just casual, very simply, in an unfashionable manner. Engineering student. Well, I find this, it could be amusing, but I find this appealing trait of an engineering student. Why? Because it means we value substance over style. We are practical thinkers. We prioritize the value over appearance. Because this mindset is so important in our field. There's no point in creating something so attractive, so handsome, so pretty, so good looking, but at the end of the day, it doesn't work. So, why is this good in relationship? Because we and our practicality will keep you in check, making sure emotions don't get to your head. Yes?
As an engineering student, you would want to fix problems, right? But usually girls want to be listened to instead of...
Why don't you fix your attire?
Yeah.
Wear like this, come to meeting, giving a speech. Should wear smart like me.
Hey, you seem like engineering not fixing things, they screw up things more.
Oh, okay.
I'm the last disruptor, so why is your girlfriend not here today?
Wait, give me one moment. There's a lot of disruption. So, thank you so much for your compliment about my attire. And I disagree with what you say, but I'll get back to that later. And she is in my camera watching me right now. Yes.
I didn't
right.
know.
So, like I said, this is so attractive because with our practicality, we will keep you in check, especially when emotions get to you, right? Maybe you want to do impulsive shopping. Then we'll let you know, no, it's not worth it. Now, the third reason why you should date an engineering major. If you are a person that gets easily jealous, or if you feel insecure when your man talk to other women, let me let you know, engineering students are perfectly crafted for you. I know this is pretty evident, but I'll just say it. In engineering course, right, our demography is proudly dominated by males. And the girls in our course get such amazing phrases to describe them. The rose in the bush among the thorns.
But you're one staying with your classes all the time, and you still graduate, and then you will work, you will still meet the female workers.
Yes, I agree with you, but I'll get to that later. I'll explain why I thought of this. So, because of this environment that we are in, right, we often get caught by other people outside of engineering because, you know, they are dry, no girls there, oh my god.
Are you?
I am well hydrated.
Oh.
But if you think about it, right, calling us dry, it could be a good thing. Imagine you manage to catch a Pokemon in engineering course. He will treat you with all his love and attention. And you don't even have to worry about the competition that you might have when he works in his field, like what Zika mentioned earlier. Because they are close to none. Now, moving on, the fourth reason why single ladies here, I don't know how many, but single ladies here, you should date an engineering major. Because we can pull all-nighters easily. And what do I mean?
Sounds wrong.
As an engineering student, we drink the midnight oil more than we drink water. I know this applies to a lot of courses as well, but I noticed that during assignment weeks, right, our engineering course tend to fall in the busier end of the spectrum. Because we have a already super jam-packed timetable, and yet we have a lot of assignments to do. And why a lot of assignments? Because a lot of things in our courses cannot just be assessed merely through midterm tests. We have to produce a deliverable, whether it be a simulation result or a prototype. So with that said, if you are someone looking forward to have a boyfriend, to have good late night talks with you, let me let you know. Go get an engineering boyfriend. We are trained to stay up all night long for you. Now,
Just talking in here.
you could do a lot of things at night, but I would just emphasize on talking.
I see.
Now, the last and probably the most important thing why you should date an engineering student, because in our 4 years of study,
What about reasons why you shouldn't date an engineering?
It's all about the speech.
You cannot.
I was going to give a speech about 5 reasons why you should date an accountant.
I like what you just said earlier. Of course, there is two sides of a lot of things.
Yes, we need to see that also.
Yeah, but I can restrain in this 5 to 7 minute speech because there's so many good things to talk about engineering major. I cannot fit. I cannot fit so much in the 7 minutes. But anyway, let me let you know. 4 years of engineering study, we are trained to take in a lot of stress. I have seen a lot of people, right? They come to us and ask us, so how many assignments you have? You know, just like, I don't know, like just flexing about your course assignments. And then when I tell them, oh, we have this midterm test and these assignments, as the person who was narrating it to them, it turns out the listener was more stressed out and more overwhelmed with what I'm saying. And we are just like, you know, this is fine because we're used to it already. You know that meme, the yellow dog sitting in the burning house? This is fine. Because we're used to it. And there's so many times where we have to get something done at the very last moment. So why is this so important? Because in relationships, there's definitely a lot of stress and strains going on. Ooh, engineering jargons. Stress and strain going on. And with that characteristic that is trained in our college for 4 years, we were able to take that on. So that's all I have for my sharing. Obviously, if you haven't noticed already, this is not a reliable guide why you should date an engineering major. But like what Yinzi said, definitely there is a lot of things to just being an engineering major. And I hope to also listen to maybe Yinzi or anybody else here who doesn't study engineering, why we should date people from the course. Alright, I hope this speech will give a little bit of insight and change a bit of your perception about engineering major, and you should probably think that we are not as nerdy like what Sanjay had said earlier. But yeah, like I said, engineering students can be interesting. So what are you waiting for? Go and grab yourself an engineering boyfriend today. Not me, but thank you.